Dear Muslims, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has reminded us in the Quran of the consequences of injustice, of dhulm, and of the final result of those who perpetuate dhulm. وَلَا تَحْسَبَنَّ اللَّهَ غَافِلًا عَمَّا يَعْمَلُ الظَّالِمُونَ. Do not think, O mankind, that Allah is not aware of the injustices that the wrongdoers are perpetrating. When we see evil in the world, when we see tyrants, when we see rulers that are committing transgressions against their people, Allah is saying, don't think I am unaware. إِنَّمَا يُؤَخِّرُهُمْ. I am going to cause them to wait. They shall be delayed until that day when the eyes will be staring empty, rushing forward, their heads raised up, and they're not going to be glancing back, and their hearts are empty in dread and fear. The Quran and Sunnah has come to us with so many warnings against transgression, against dhulm. Our Prophet ﷺ said that Allah said, O my servants, I have made dhulm haram on me, and I have made it haram between all of you. So do not transgress against the rights of others. Transgression, dhulm, takes many forms. Of them, to individuals against one another. Somebody takes your wealth, somebody transgresses your honor. But do you know what the greatest dhulm is that a human can do against another human? Do you know the highest level of dhulm that the Quran criticizes explicitly? It is the dhulm of tyrannical regimes. It is the dhulm of a government that has been given power to take care of the people, and instead of taking care of the people, they use it to take the lives of the people, to destroy the property of the people, to cause civil war amongst the people. Rather than establishing law and order, these tyrannical regimes spread fitna and fasad and are the worst of the worst. And that is why, who is the worst human being that the Quran mentions? Who is that one individual that is considered to be the worst of mankind? Allah tells us, and Allah tells us why. إِنَّ فِرْعَوْنَ عَلَا فِي الْأَرْضِ وَجَعَلَ أَهْلَهَا شِيَعًا يَسْتَضْعِفُ طَائِفَةً مِّنْهُمْ يُذَبِّحُ أَبْنَاءَهُمْ وَيَسْتَحْيِي نِسَاءَهُمْ إِنَّهُ كَانَ مِنَ الْمُفْسِدِينَ. Fir'aun was the worst of the worst. Now, Fir'aun has a long litany of evil. Pharaoh has done, and Pharaoh has done, and Pharaoh has done. Pharaoh even said, Ana rabbukum al-a'la, a'udhu billah. Pharaoh said, I am your God. And that is no doubt the worst dhulm that a man can do against the rights of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But when it came to saying that Pharaoh was the worst of the worst, Allah Azza wa Jal mentioned another reality. What was that reality? Inna Fir'auna ala fil ardi. Pharaoh transgressed in this world. Pharaoh transgressed in this world. He ruled over the earth in evil. He divided his own people up. He divided his own people up, and he broke his people into different groups, torturing one group, humiliating another group. And when we look at the Pharaonic methodology, Pharaoh is gone. We don't have Pharaoh. But do you know what we have left? Pharaonic methodology. What is Pharaonic methodology? Pharaonic methodology is a toxic mix of racial superiority and of a false sense of nation pride, nation state, and of a false sense of one's religion being the best and it is not the best. A toxic mix of race, nation state, and false religion. This is Pharaoh's methodology. When you look at this methodology in human history, and when you see its manifestations in today's world, we find that this toxic methodology reared its head multiple times during the worst genocides of the last century. What was Nazism except a modern manifestation of this toxic mix? What happened in Bosnia except the manifestation of this toxic mix? What happened in Rwanda except a manifestation of this toxic mix?